Morning all. Well, we're off again. We're only going away for the one night. Well, hopefully we are. It depends how we feel. Oh, there's a little fox over there. Oh, you mate. Yeah, depends how I feel. My hip has really been playing me up. Well, I've not actually been out on the bike hardly at all, and oh yeah, I've got a reoccurrence of my blisters again. Hopefully they won't get any worse, but well, history tells us different. They normally do, but we'll see what happens on that. I'm still waiting to go into hospital for my hip aspiration, although hopefully by the time you see this I'll have already gone and had it done. Hospital on Wednesday. Got an email through from the hospital thinking that it would be for my hip. It was it upper gastrointestinal something surgery? I haven't got a clue. I think, I don't know, it might be for my hiatus hernia. As I say, I don't really know. The letter or the email doesn't say anything else, so we'll see what what happens on Wednesday when we go to that. We might, well, depends on how today goes I suppose, but we might get away again after that. As I say, I don't really know where I'm going. I'd like to think that we get to the New Forest, but we'll just see how it goes. Quite a stiff breeze already, which is rather annoying, but hey ho. Oh, let me just turn you around if we can. Oh, see, look, there's the new hotel coming on. Don't know when it's hello little dog. Oh, come on out mate. Don't know when that's due to open. I don't think it'll be open for the summer season though. Yeah, what's been happening? Well, apart from my hip and blisters, I've been doing some work just for a couple. I think I might have mentioned that perhaps in my last video, just for a couple of the old girls that I do bits for, and then I've been babysitting my daughter's cat for the past couple of weeks, so we couldn't go anywhere, although I say I'm a bit sceptical as to how far we'll get today, but at the moment it's fine. But but then we've not even, I don't know, maybe we've gone a mile if that. Well, we've made it to Chichester. They've even put the bunting out for me. Must admit, I was a little before we even got out of Bognor, I was in quite a bit of pain, but it seems to have settled down now. Are these seagulls or foxes, I presume that rubbish is? yeah, as I said, before I come out of Bognor I was in quite a bit of pain, but it does seem to have settled down now. It probably is more tonight I'll be worried about. Although saying that, a couple of days this, because I've been doing a bit more cycling over the weekend to see how I felt. Well, to be honest, not that good. After about 20 miles I was in quite a bit of pain, so we'll see how it goes today. But we do have a secret weapon. I brought some morphine with me, so that should hopefully kill any pain. Yeah, the pain is not actually in my hip, it's more in my sort of thigh, at the bottom of the stem, the implant. Who knows, but then when I lie on my hip, I'm in quite a bit of pain then. Who knows, sooner we get this thing sorted, the better. Although I am in two minds as well. Yes, I want the hip sorted, but if it's an operation, that'll mean 6 weeks where I won't be able to cycle at all. At least at the moment we can get out. I mean, even if it has only been local. But yeah, well 6 weeks till we get back on the bike, but whether we get to go very far is a different story. I think we could probably right off the summer. But, well, the way the NHS goes, maybe not. Oh. Right. Next stop, well, I think Emsworth will be our next target. I think I'll just do it in, break it down, make little targets to aim for. Well, so it's, grumpy teenager. Wow. Yes, of course, another reason for heading this way, we can always jump on the train and come home if we get too bad, but hopefully we won't. Wow. Oh, I didn't enjoy that. Bloody hell. Ouch. Ooh. Well, we've made it to Emsworth. I think the next stop, Havant is next. I think we'll probably, if we are still going to the Isle of Wight, we're not going there, the New Forest, which I think we are, we'll go the cycle route, get the Gosport ferry, and well, and little Pink Ferry, I think. Depends what time we get there. Oh, and how the tides are. I mean, roads so busy. I just went over a little bump. I'm sure I felt my hip move, sort of feel loose. Well, we're nearly at Havant. Oh, such joy, all this traffic. Although, to be honest, it's not too bad on this part with a little segregated cycle path. Yeah, I think we'll go, as I said, the cycle route way. I'm definitely not going on the main road, not at this time of the day, I mean. And to be honest, we might have done the cycle route the last time, but we didn't do the Pink Ferry, that much I do know. And as I say, well, we might not today, depending on the tide. Although I think when we was coming out of Bognor and near sort of Bosom, the tide was out, so it might be coming in or fairly high by the time we get to Warsash. I'm sure it's getting a bit more cloudy, sort of feels like as if there's rain in the air. Well, I don't think there's any forecast. That tide's still out. I wonder if it's coming in. Although we might, well, I'm going to go along the seafront, Portsmouth, the long way round. That road going into Portsmouth could be a little busier. This time it's, well, 20 past 8. Typical. Just took the camera off the bike to film and, oh god. Look, god, managed to catch ourselves on the pedals again. Every time. Right. Ooh. Oh god, no, I can't get in there. Yeah, I thought a bit of prattling around will delay a bit, and maybe that tide will come in. Right. Well, we're nearly at Portsmouth. We're on that little cycle route that runs beside the A27. It's not quite the M27 for a little way up. I know that because I've cycled along it before now, many years ago. I think it must have been one of my first trips going to Spain on the Portsmouth to Bilbao ferry. Actually, I think that was before I even knew about this cycle path, or before it was here. I don't really know. Right, turn you back. Ooh, ouch. Oh. Perhaps not a good place to do it. Oh, look. Oh. Sometimes I'm so good at that, yet other times, blimey, blooming nightmare. Right. No, I'm not going along the seafront. It's closed, isn't it? We'll go the sort of main roadway. To be honest, it's not that busy. Not as busy as I was expecting it to be anyway. I lied. I am going to go along the seafront. Thought we'd come on this new bit as well. Yeah, when you go on the seafront at sort of Eastney, it's only the sort of Southsea part that's closed. Definitely looking a bit more cloudy up ahead than it does behind us. Clouds coming over this way, so maybe it'll clear. In fact, I'm going to take a picture over there. Yes, look at it, that tide is actually coming in. That'll be good. By the time we get to the Pink Ferry, it should be okay. I'm not keen on this wind, blimey. So, it's a much more pleasant route this than coming the main road. And, well, there is no rush, it's only just 9:10 now. Oh. Although I just come along a bumpy road, oh, you know, make my hips start hurting. Oh, bloody hell. Come on, you're not meant to be cloudy, it's meant to be sunny. We've just come off the Gosport ferry and we're just going through Gosport, so next stop will be Southampton. I'm coming into the little where you get the ferry from. There was another cycle tourist that I stopped at. Well, he was heading down for the Gosport ferry as well, so I said to him, "Oh, where are you going?" He said, "France." Oh, what? I said, "Plymouth." He said, "No, here." I said, "I'm sorry, you got the wrong ferry terminal. You need to go round to the international one." That was a bit of a palaver trying to find that on his phone, but found it in the end. He's heading for the Havre. The only trouble is, I think he said his ferry leaves at 11. Well, it was 9:45 when I was speaking to him, so hopefully he'll make it. Because yes, they've started the Havre route again. Although, to be honest, the times aren't very good. And I don't think they're very good either way. I remember when I looked. I think the one he goes leaves at 11, so I think that probably gets in around 5 or 6 at the Havre. Well, there's no campsites in the Havre, and to be honest, the Havre's not a very nice place these days. Yeah, that always used to be my favourite route. Used to finish work on a Thursday or a Friday, get the night ferry across Portsmouth to the Havre, arrive at Havre in the morning, then cycled to Les Andelys, I think it was, along the Seine there, into Paris, sometimes out the same day. Yeah, in fact I remember doing oh blimey, Bognor to Paris in 3 days, I think it was, there and back. I think it was 3. Well, I was very knackered at the end of it, I must admit, because I didn't really sleep. But yeah, that was fun. yeah, I'll be back to work on the Monday, I think. Got home just in time to go back to work. Yeah, I'm not going to go round Stokes Bay. We'll stick on the road bit as we usually do, and we'll stop in Lee-on-the-Solent, have our normal break there. That should be about right for taking some more tablets. Touch wood, things have been okay, although I always think cycling is probably not the worst bit. It'll be at the end of the day, putting the tent up and everything associated with that. Hi. I don't know whether we're going to stop in our usual spot or not. Rather windier around here. I don't like the look of that sky up ahead. That definitely doesn't look good. I must admit, I didn't look at the weather forecast for down here. But, well, if it rains, it rains. We're only going for the night. Well, we did stop. We just, well, basically we just across the road from where we usually are. We're normally over there, but as I say, since it's quite windy, I thought we'd come over this side. Right, I'm going to have something to eat and take some tablets. I think I'm going to check our weather forecast. Blimey, up ahead really looks pretty bleak now. Over what's that place? Forley, is it? I don't know. What? The refinery. Oh, very good. You're brave taking two of them out. Yeah, over towards the I think it's Forley, the oil refinery. Well, it looks like it's absolutely pouring down over there. As I say, I didn't check the forecast for down there. Maybe it might have blown through by the time we get there. Not too sure whether I felt a spot of rain then. Hopefully we didn't. Oh, out in the old kayaks. Boys have been playing, doing their donuts. I'm not enjoying this bit. Bloody hell. It seems to have cleared up a bit. I've not looked. Well, I'm not going to change it. Bloody hell. Yeah, see? The old tide's in. Get to that Pink Ferry. I think they might have had some rain. Although we did as well. Now, of course we did on Saturday, I think it was. God. Yeah, Saturday. Well, I don't think it was as bad as what they forecast, but maybe they had it worse down here. Hopefully the campsite's not flooded. I'm sure it won't be. Whew. I'm in pain now coming along these bumpy bits. Ooh. Need to get back on the road, let it settle down again. I know he said my hip isn't loose. I do wonder, twice today when I've gone over some bumpy ground, I've felt it rattling around a bit. But that's good, he's running. Oh, he's on his way. Oh God. Wow.
There we go.
Oh.
Right.
It's alright, I struggle to get on and off. I'm alright when I'm on it.
Heavily laden then, you got loads of stuff on it, blimey.
To be honest, I'm only going away for one night, but whether I go one night or a year.
I was going to say, it's the same whenever I go with this one.
You still need the same
exactly,
stuff.
yeah. It's exactly the same, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
Nice.
you down here on holiday or do you live?
My parents live down here.
Oh, right.
Southampton, so we just brought him down for the weekend.
It's slippery down there.
Yeah, don't let him.
Because when the ferry goes out, you have to walk down there, and it's an absolute nightmare.
When they see the ferry,
Oh, really? Don't worry, he won't come that quick.
I feel like you won't miss it. It's bright pink.
I was going to say, yeah.
You're not going to go that far, right?
Oh, come on, car, I'm going to get moving. God. Really? Come on, baby. Oh. Oh. Ow. Wow, this hurts. Coming along here doesn't bode well for going over that Eastney bridge. Blimey, it's bad enough here. Oh. Still, not far to go. Although I think last time I might have said only 10 miles. I think it's a bit more than that. Probably more, 15, 20 maybe. I don't really know. That's Southampton done. Next stop, well, Brockenhurst, I suppose. There's a lot of cruise ships in port in Southampton today, aren't they? 4 or 5, I think. Now, you're not going to hear, are you? Told you. I think they should ban people from wearing headphones, especially girls. Somebody could quite easily sneak up on them. I got excited there for a minute. I got a message from the NHS. I was wondering whether it was an appointment about my hip. But no, it was a blooming another reminder about Wednesday's hospital. I don't know whether you can see over there on the right in the central reservation. It says New Forest. Yay! Well, we made it. Quite good time actually. It's only 20 to 3, so that's not bad. And yes, our spot is here. Perfect. Oh, which one should we go in? Oh no, puddle. We'll go in this normal one here. Oh. Right. 61 miles today. Same as it was the last time. That's fine. You'll be unsurprised to hear we're going into the village to get fish and chips. Yeah, it's still quite early, but I think if I don't keep doing something, I think I'll end up falling asleep. So we'll go and get the fish and chips quite early, and some wine. I think we'll do the old man thing and get some of those miniature bottles of wine. I've still got one can at the tent, so I brought a couple with me, of course. So yeah, right, well, I might not speak again tonight, depends if we see anything. Oh yeah, that's what I was just smiling at. There's a family coming on their bikes. They got, well, there's definitely, well, there's 2 adults, and I think there's 2 youngish children, maybe 5 and maybe a little bit more, 9, and I think they got a baby as well. Good on them. What an adventure for the kids. Oh God. I did actually just go up to their tent to have a look, to see if they were there, and well, they weren't, because they were getting an ice cream by the looks of it. That's why they weren't there. But yeah, I might try and catch up with them tonight. I don't think they were English, because they came in at the same time as me, and I'm sure there was a definite bit of an accent, but anyway, who knows. Actually, I'll turn you around, because we've not really seen any ponies yet. Oh God. Hopefully this wind will stay in the right direction for tomorrow. Blow us back home. Right, right. I think the road's a bit too busy to turn you around. Right, well, if I don't turn you around or stop and film, I shall speak to you all in the morning. Goodbye.